You know one of the biggest things we don't appreciate in South Africa, I've learned to appreciate it since I moved to the US, is what a civil relationship we have with our police. Huh? We can fight with our police when they stop us, with not one thought in your head of losing your life. That's a luxury in America. I didn't even think about that. I just moved to the US to start working on The Daily Show. And one day I was driving and I got pulled over by a policeman, right? And I get pulled over by this policeman. And being pulled over by the police in America is a stressful experience because they make it a game show where you've got to try and figure out what's going on. In South Africa, it's simple, straight to the point. You get pulled over, the Metro Police comes there, he tells you, my friend, you were speeding. License, letter, license, plus no seatbelt, license. Then immediately you're in the game. Oh, come on, man, come on. Hey, don't come on, nothing here. Seatbelt, letter license. Busy driving here, shoemaker, yeah? Yeah. Now you're in the game. You know, it's time to talk. It's time to work things out. In America, they don't play that game. Policeman walked up to my window. I was sitting in the car. Got up there. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, do you know why I pulled you over? Shouldn't you know why? Why are you asking me? No, I don't know. Sorry, what did you say? I said, I don't know why you pulled me over. I pulled you over, sir, because you were speeding. Oh, okay, I didn't know. Do you know how fast you were going, sir? Did you not check your notes before you came? I feel like this is part of now I'm doing your job and my job at the same time. Sir, are you giving me attitude? No, I'm not giving you attitude. I'm just saying you can't ask me why you stopped me and then ask me how fast I was going. Next thing you're going to ask me to write my own tickets. Sir, are you giving me attitude? You're going to get out of this car right now. Sir, are you giving me attitude? And I was just talking to the guy because I was like, look, man, you can't say. Here's the craziest thing the cop said to me. He looked at me and he's like, sir, I'll tell you something. You were going 100 miles an hour. And I was like, 100 miles an hour? I was like, how did you know that? Where's can I see the thing? He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, show me your gun. And he's like, I got, no, whoa, not that one, whoa. I want to see the laser gun. Show me the speed. He's like, I don't need that, sir. I estimated that you were going 100 miles. I was like, estimated? What does 100 look like? Can't just estimate 100. So he's just going to look. He's like, I can do that, okay? I can look and estimate. I'm like, dude, that's a dangerous thing to do. So you just look and then you go, that guy's going 100. You can't just estimate. Imagine if I just do that with you where I'm like, estimate, standard 7, pelele. Yeah? Can't just do that. I'm sorry, sir, what did you just say to me? I didn't say any. I'm just saying that it's not fair for you to it's a weird experience with police over there. And my friend was in the passenger seat. He was shitting himself the whole time. He was just like, yo, dude, shut up. Yo, dude, shut up. Shut up, Trevor. Shut up, Trevor. You're going to get us killed. Shut up, Trevor. I was like, what do you mean get us killed for what? Why are we getting killed now? He's like, shut up, Trevor. Shut up, Trevor. I take that for granted because in America, you could get shot. You know, and you read stories and you see stories of black Americans getting shot, and that is true. They get shot at a disproportional rate. But white Americans also get shot by the police all the time. White police in America, police in general in America, are trigger happy. They don't play games. It's all racism. It's just police as a whole. Shoot first, ask questions later. There they are. You! Freeze! Did I get that order right? We take for granted the relationship we have here. In America, you read stories of people getting shot because they pulled out their wallets. In South Africa, you'll get shot because you didn't pull out your wallet. We're always talking. That's my favorite thing about South African police, is that you feel like you're part of what's happening. Pull over, the cop comes there. How are you, sir? I'm fine, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine, yeah? I don't know if you saw here. Let me just show you. Can you see here? Check the numbers. Check the numbers. See that one there? Top score. Yeah? See there? Top score, yeah? See that number there, yeah? Yeah. What does that number say? Then you're like, it says 160. Yeah? If it was Pac-Man, you have an extra life now, eh? Yeah? 160. So, what are we doing now? Malume. Yeah, what are we doing now? Malume. Hey, yeah, I know, my man, I know. They feel your pain. We're in this together. I almost feel like we need to send South African police. We need to send South African police to America just so that Americans can learn what it's like to have a functional police force that's not always threatening to end your life. You know? A police force where you can communicate, where you can air your differences without fear of mortal retribution. Wouldn't that be great to have Americans in sticky situations? There they are at a standoff. The police pull up. Woo! Woo! All right, we're going to hand you over. We've got a Sergeant Matabula here. He's a specialist from South Africa. We're going to hand you over. Hello? Hello, sir. How are you? Man, I ain't coming out. Yeah. I'm greeting you. I said, how are you? Don't just shout here. We are talking. How are you? I'm fine, man. Thank you very much for asking. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you very much. Okay, what's going on here, my brother? Look, man, that shit y'all trying to pin on me, it ain't true, man. I'm innocent. Okay. So just come out and we can talk. Nah, man, I know how this shit goes down. Y'all gonna kill me or I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in jail. That's not true. That's not true. Just come out, we can talk. I know what y'all gonna do, man. I got two options. I'm gonna die or I'm gonna spend my life in jail. There's another option. It involves a cold drink. It doesn't have to be this way. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can win cool prizes. And by prizes, I mean surprise. There's no prizes. It's a free YouTube video, you greedy. Just click the video, man. Why you want free things on free things? This is not Africa. No, South Africa is not. This is Africa light, guys. This is. Don't get it twisted. When I say Africa, I mean Africa, like Africa. No jokes. No white people. Nothing. It's just you in the streets, Gerard. Just you. You see like one other white person, you get happy. Yeah. It's a reflection. I've started doing shows out there, Gerard, you know. Places like Namibia, fantastic. Botswana as well, beautiful. Wanted to go to Zimbabwe, but I skipped it. No, because I don't want to die. That's the only reason. You laugh, but I mean this, because you can't make jokes about Robert Mugabe in Zimbabwe. If you do this, then you get arrested and sent to prison for mocking the president, right? And so I know I would go there and I wouldn't be able to resist. Like, I'd just be like, hey, my style, and then I'm in jail. Which normally wouldn't be such a bad thing, because what would happen in an international incident like that is normally your president would just come there and then he would ask for you to be released and taken back to your country. That's all. But now, I don't know if that guy would come and fetch me. I can see him sending Mugabe the email now. It's fine, Bob. Keep him. So I'm not taking any chances. I did go to Zambia though. Fantastic place, Zambia. Went there, visited the place, had a good time. While I was there, I had a chaperone who really made my trip. His name was Ali Nani, a sweet guy. And his job was to get me accustomed to the Zambian culture, you know? And every day he would give me a new piece of information, some more interesting than others. Like one day he looks at me and he goes, Trevor, you know Zambia is a very, very conservative nation, huh? I said, oh, okay, Ali. He says, yeah. So please, stay away from profanity. I said, oh, okay, I can do that, you know? And I assumed he meant swearing, right? But I didn't say anything because I wasn't sure if he meant a person or swearing. I wasn't like, no, because in Zambia, people have names like profanity. So that's how I laughed when I meant screwdriver, eh? That's the same way I laughed. Yeah, because you see, in South Africa, we have African names you can translate. like happiness, blessing, hope, those kinds of names, right? But then in Zambia, people give their names, like their children, they give their children names of everyday English words, anything. So like table, chair, car, house. Yeah, you see like this, you just have to get used to it. It's very hard, but you have to keep a straight face. Which was difficult because I met a mechanic who had sons named Brake and Clutch. And that was not, especially when Brake was running around causing chaos. And his dad was there like, stop it, Brake, stop it, Brake, stop it, Brake. And I was like, hey, stop it, Brake. But you have to get used to it. It's a cultural thing, and so you have to respect it. And the second warning Ali gave me was even stranger. We're driving through Lusaka, the capital. And Ali looks over at me in the car and he goes, Trevor, you know here in Zambia, we're a very God-loving nation, eh? I said, oh, okay, Ali, that's a good thing to know. He says, yes. So while you are here, don't be gay. I said, what? He said, I know it can be tempting sometimes, but don't do it, huh? Don't be gay. Don't be gay? I've never been warned of this in my life. Don't be gay. Hey, bro, don't be gay. Don't be gay. Don't be gay. Crazy warning to get. But then I found out why Ali was warning me. Turns out in Zambia, being gay is illegal. If you are found to be gay, you will be arrested and sent to prison for more than 30 years. Yeah. Which is a bit of a weird punishment. When you think about it. I mean, I'm not saying gay guys would enjoy prison. I'm just saying if I was gay, that's not the worst thing you could do to me. I'd be like, you're going to jail. I'd be like, oh no. Don't be gay. I couldn't believe this. Gay is a crime in Zambia. Which got me thinking, if gay is a crime, that means the police have to monitor it. They actually have to police gay. Yeah. Which means in their police force, they have a gay division. It's a crime. It's a crime. So that means they've got a murder unit, they've got a robbery unit, they've got a white-collar crimes unit, and then they've got a gay unit. Huh? Yeah, they've got a little G unit in their police force that's responsible for all things gay. That must be the most fun police force to be in the world. You get to go undercover, dress up really nice, get in touch with your flamboyant side, just have a good time. I bet the sergeant's there every morning briefing his detectives. Good morning, detectives. Welcome, everybody. Today we will be launching a sting operation. We have just been informed of a fashion show that will be taking place. And as you know, the gays cannot resist the latest trends. Therefore, we will be in full attendance to apprehend each and every one of them. Let us make sure we are here. Detective Chipua, present. Detective Table, present. Detective Mungai, present. I think he's in too deep. How do you police gay? Do they stop you if you look suspiciously gay in the streets? I mean, gay doesn't have a look, but maybe you've just got a bounce about you. Maybe you just have like a bit of pizzazz. Maybe, Do the police pull up there and it's like, woo! You over there! What is the purpose of that flamboyant scarf? Put your hands up! Turn around! Don't tempt me! Don't tempt me! You're going to jail. How do you police gay? Do they have roadblocks, like for drunk driving? Do they have gay roadblocks? They're just stopping people in their car. Good evening, officer. Good evening, sir. License, please. Thank you very much. Mr. Stylish, huh? Tell me, sir, have you been gay this evening? What? Oh, no. I have not been gay. No. In fact, I don't gay at all. I see. Not even one or two? No. No gays for me. No gays for me. Okay. Then tell me, sir, what is that I can smell on your breath? Is that balls? No. No, I don't even eat chutney. No. So you are not gay? No, not gay at all. Then, sir, can you please blow into this?
Don't be gay. I was not gay while I was in Zambia, so I had a good time. Went around, saw the people. The highlights of my trip came when on my day off, I asked Ali for suggestions. Ali said to me, maybe you should drive around Lusaka, meet some of the people, just have a good time. I said, Ali, I want to do something special. He said, okay, well, in that case, maybe you can go to the mall. And if you are lucky, maybe you can ride the escalators, huh? So what? Yeah, I'm not promising anything. But if you are early, maybe you can go once or twice. So escalators, I know, mind-blowing, huh? I thought he was messing with me. Until I found out people in Zambia go to the mall just to ride the escalators. Seems ridiculous till you understand the backstory. When we were in Zambia, there were only 5 public escalators. 5 in the whole country. The first escalator was built in August. Yeah. Not August 19. No. You guys remember August? August? You guys remember that? They built their first escalators ever. Yeah. And so now it's all the rage. People go to the mall just to ride escalators. Yeah. But now, I don't want you to picture like some dusty village. That's not what Zambia is. It's a beautiful place. They're developing just as we are. They've got roads, they've got airports, they've got beautiful hotels, stunning shopping malls. They've got everything we've got, even faster internet. They just never had escalators. And now they started building them. And because of that, people go there and they just spend a day riding escalators. Dads will go home and fetch their kids. Children, we are going to the mall. To do what, Daddy? To do shopping. And to ride the escalators. Yay! We couldn't believe this, so we went to the mall, right? We get to the mall is empty. Escalators are packed. People are standing in lines, going around, doubling back on themselves. There's old people, young people, even couples. There were couples. Guys that actually picked up women by saying, I'm going to take you to the escalator, girl. Ooh, you are so fancy, eh? Escalators. Some people didn't even know how to ride the escalators. Kids were easy. They just jumped on. Old people would panic. There was one guy who got on the escalator and it was going up. And I guess to compensate for something in his mind, as it went up, he started leaning. He fell down. He was hurt so badly. Oh, it was fantastic to watch. We spent like 3 hours doing this, just watching people riding escalators. And you know what? Our patience paid off. Because in hour 3, the most fantastic thing happened. A school brought a class of children to the mall. And their excursion was just to ride the escalators. It was magic. 30 kids, about 5 years old, cutest things, wearing their little black and white uniforms. And they're standing there together holding hands. And they were so excited. So they're shining, Not from excitement, that Vaseline. Just... And there's 2 teachers with the children. And they grab their hands on either end. And in a long train, they start to march through the mall. And as they do, they start singing at the top of their lungs like little angels. Escalator, escalator, escalator. Oh, escalator, escalator. And it was the sweetest thing ever. People are waving at them, smiling. And these kids see the escalators and they lost their minds. These kids went crazy. They're not holding hands. They start screaming and running around. It looked like a zombie movie or something. This is like they're jumping, but then you see the smiles on their faces. It looks like the end of Sarafina. You're like, what the hell's going on here? These kids are screaming and having the time. They're jumping around, doing cartwheels. The teacher can't control them. She's panicking like, yeah, get back. 2 by 2, 2 by 2. 2 by 2 was one of the kids. I didn't know. She was like, 2 by 2, next to me, single file. Other kids are still jumping. She can't control them. There was one fat kid. He couldn't jump, so he just shook himself. Escalator. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like I had gone in a time machine to a time when escalators were new, brand new and popular. So popular that people were taking pictures of the escalators using their iPhones. Chipiwa! Technology, eh? Who even thinks of these things, eh? Can you imagine? Hey, we are in the future now, man. Mechanically moving stairs, huh? What are we going to see next? I don't even know. I wonder how it works, huh? Let me just check there. Siri, how does an escalator work? I don't know, eh? Okay, maybe I'm lying. They don't use Siri. Maybe I'm lying. They do have iPhones, though. Yeah. They just don't have Siri. Yes, there's no Siri because in Africa, Siri doesn't work. Yes. It doesn't work in Africa. It doesn't work in parts of South Africa as well. No, this is true. For those who don't know, Siri is a personal assistant that you get on an iPhone. It's like a little thing. You press a button on the phone and then it talks to you, right? So the whole thing is that you can just talk to your phone. You just press the button and she goes, "How can I help you?" And then you'll be like, "Siri, what's the weather like?" And she'll be like, 23 degrees, partly cloudy. And you can ask her weird questions because she's got personality. You can be like, "Siri, who's your daddy?" You are. Yeah. She's got that vibe to her. But she doesn't work in Africa. And in South Africa, they're still trying to fix a few things. Like her navigation is not great. Because she'll guide you around major areas, Sandton, Fourways, that stuff. She'll be there, in 100 meters, turn right ahead. She's cool. And then you get to the outskirts, places like maybe like Diepsloot, and she's not that comfortable anymore. Driving through like Soweto and stuff, and she's just quiet. She's like, "Siri, what's going on?" "What's wrong, Siri?" "I don't feel comfortable." "Why, Siri? You were here last week. What happened?" "I got robbed." "By who?" "By a BlackBerry." Just because one BlackBerry's bad doesn't mean they're all bad, Siri. Siri's fun. Oh, and you must also be careful. Gerard, if you got a very thick South African accent, must be careful because sometimes she won't understand you. So like if you watch a lot of rugby, then Siri's not for you. No, I saw this happen personally. I was in Menlyn, Pretoria. I'm in the shopping center, and there's a group of guys, and one of them has just bought a brand new iPhone, and he's showing off to his friends, and they all gathered around him. This guy's huge, and he's standing there, and he's just showing off. You can see he's the man. He's just like, "Yeah, yeah. Sorry, nieuwe iPhone. Baby, dat kan zomaar druk niet. Ja, zomaar druk, ja, zomaar praat. He's like, "Ja, maar wat is knop? Ja, knop is wat. Ja, zomaar praat met die dingen. Zo, Siri, ja, even, dat kan zo breed voor jullie, maar dat kan het. Hey, ja, zomaar praat met die, van die dingen. Dat is zo skuttering, hierdie dingen. Dat is zo skuttering, He's just got that vibe, It's just, I love it. I love listening to those Afrikaans guys. Have you heard them? Those Afrikaans guys, especially the big ones, they got that, they got that thing, that rhythm. It's almost like they've got a motorbike in their chest when they speak. Have you heard it? It's like, it's fantastic to listen to. So this guy's standing there with his friends and he's showing off, He's like, "Ja, zoveel nou. Sommige praat met die phone. Sommige praat met jou. Nieuwe iPhone. Sommige praat met die phone. He's like, "Ja, kom maar, wijs daarop. Kom maar, wijs jou aan." He's like, "Okay. Waar heb je? Sommige wijs, oké." "Hallo, Siri." "Hello, Johan." Zie je, het moet Johan. Dat is sommige, de Afrikaanse. Ja, het is van Amerika, dat is sommige, Siri, ja. Ja, zo. Kom op, wijs. "Siri, I would like you to dial for a pizza place, please." "Dialing Peter." "No, cancel Siri, cancel. Ach, jammer man, jammer. Peter, pizza, oké. "No, Siri, I would like to eat a pizza." "You want to eat Peter?" No, Siri, come on, man. Why would I want to do that? I don't know. You tell me. Hey. Nee, dat is niet een moffie, man. Sus, cancel. Ach ja, maar het is een glitch, die dingen. Het is een glitch. Cancel. Stupid bitch. Dialing mom. Every day I was there, I felt like I was learning something new. I did learn something that I wish to share with you, and I hope you will not suffer the same ills I did. If you do go to Scotland,
and you are ever offered a drink, don't. Because you see, the Scottish, unlike us, we drink to enjoy. The Scottish drink to die. I used to think the Scottish had an accent. I've now learned that's just centuries of people trying not to throw up. That's all that is. Ah, right, what you do? Oh, ah. Your lad has never had that drink. Oh, ah, you dream of dragons. Oh, that go. I made that mistake myself. I was doing shows in Edinburgh, and after one of the shows, I left the venue, and my friend Mick was waiting for me backstage, and he was like, "Oh, Trevor, how was your show?" I said, "It was really good. Mick, how was yours?" He's like, "Oh, not too bad, not too bad. You know what, me and the lads were going down to the pub, gonna grab a drink. You want to join us?" And I said, "No, I don't really drink, Mick. I'm just gonna go home." He's like, "Oh, it's not about drinking, right? We're just gonna hang out, right? Just grab a wee little drink." And that's where he got me. Scottish people do that so well. They're like, "Oh, wee little drink." It makes it sound harmless, doesn't it? "Oh, just a wee little drink. Sounds tiny. A wee little drink. Yeah, wee little." Nothing sounds dangerous like that. Yeah? What happened in Nagasaki? "Oh, they dropped a wee nuclear bomb." Doesn't sound that bad. He was like, "A wee little drink." I was like, "Oh, you know what? Let's have a wee little drink." And so I joined him. And we went drinking. I don't remember. I do remember waking up the next day in my bed, partially dressed, shirt on the floor, pants still on, left shoe on, right shoe on the pillow beside me, and my head pounding. You know, you can hear your heart beating inside your head. And so I get up and I'm like, "Oh, I feel horrible." And as I stand up, I could feel the vomit coming. I could feel it. Yeah, you could feel it, just like, it did that thing. But I held it. I control that. Because if there's one thing you should know about me is I don't throw up, okay? Let's just get that straight right. I don't throw up. I control myself. When I see people throwing up, I'm like, "You're weak. Control yourself. You're weak. This is my body. This is my temple. I control it." The body tried. It was like, whoa. I was like, "No. No." My body was like, "Come on, man. I got it." I was like, "No. No. Breathe." Had it in check. Went to the kitchen, started to make some breakfast. And as I poured the milk into the cereal bowl, my body was like, "Hey, Trevor?" I was like, "Hey, what's going on, buddy?" "Hey, do you mind if I burp?" "Of course I don't mind if you burp, buddy. You burp all the time." "Yeah, because I'm gonna burp right now. Just a standard everyday burp." I was like, "I don't know why you're warning me. You never warn me usually when you burp. You usually burp." "I just wanted to let you know it's just a burp. You don't have to worry about it." I was like, "Okay, well, go ahead and burp." He's like, "Okay, well, here it comes." And my body was like, "Burp, burp." Yeah, but then I caught it in my mouth. I caught it all in my mouth, though. And, "Oh, yeah, judge me. Judge me. The only reason you know the taste is because you're alcoholics. You're gonna judge me." We've all done that before. And I'll have you know that's the classy thing to do. You catch it in your mouth so you can handle your business in the toilets. Caught it all in my mouth. I ran to the toilets. I threw up, and it was the worst feeling in the world. I don't even drink. Throwing up is now an added reason to not. And you know when you're throwing up, the worst part for me is the dry heaving. You know when you're done, everything is finished, but still, like that's when I know that humans aren't as evolved as we think we are. Because your body and your brain at that point are not. There's nothing left. There's nothing there. And still there's nothing there. There's not. And you know, we're all in that position. It's not gracious. No one's looking cool. You know, everyone is there. Like, you're just like, everyone is in that same position. There's no one who throws up in a cool fashion. No one's there like, "Whoa." Oh, no one. Every single one of us, we're reduced to a pile of pain. Oh, it's finished. Oh, it's finished. Ow.
Oh, it's so sore, it's so sore, there's nothing there. Why don't you realize that? Whoo! Ah! Oh, please, I'm dying. Oh, I'm dying, I don't even know what. Whoo! And then blood came out. Yeah, not good. So I panicked, because I was like, I'm bleeding internally. I need to get to the hospital. Called my friend Mick. I was like, Mick, where are you? He's like, oh, Trevor, I'm at home. What's going on? I said, Mick, I need your help. I think I drank too much last night. He's like, yeah, right, and? I said, and then this morning, I threw up a lot. He's like, yeah, right, and? I said, and then while I was throwing up, blood came out. He's like, yeah, right, and? I said, and that's it, Mick. Blood came out of my mouth. He said, oh, that's too bad, Trevor. So what are you going to do now? I said, I'm going to go to the hospital, Mick. He's like, oh, I don't know if that's necessary. Like, was it a lot of blood? So any blood is a lot of blood. What do you mean? He's like, no, I know what you're saying, but like, was it a lot or was it like a wee bit of blood? Mick didn't take me to the hospital. Instead, he decided to come over with some bananas and white bread. Forced me to eat that. And that night, I had another show. I was horrible. It was a bad show. And afterwards, I leave the venue. And who's standing outside waiting for me? My good friend, Mick. And he's like, Trevor, how was your show? I said, it was horrible, Mick. It was horrible. I thought I was going to die. He's like, oh, that's too bad. You want to go talk about it over a pint? I said, what, Mick? He's like, yeah, let's go grab a wee drink. I said, there's no wee nothing here, my friend. There's no wee ever again. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, Mick, I thought I was going to die. I'm not going to drink. He's like, don't be like that, Trevor. It's just one bad day. I was like, yeah, and I'd like to live to see another, Mick. I'm not going with you. He's like, oh, Trevor, don't be like... I'm like, don't be like what? He's like, don't be a pussy. And that's where he lost me. That is where he lost me. I understand what he was trying to do. Guys do it all the time. Hit you with the phrase, don't be a pussy. Yes. Because it implies weakness. Yeah. Do not be like the vagina. The vagina that is weak. Yes, yes. Don't be a pussy. The guys say that and then you do what they want. Don't be a pussy. Yeah, don't be a pussy because the pussy is weak. And yet, in my personal experience, I have found the pussy to be one of the strongest things I have ever come across in my life. Don't be a pussy? Have you ever come across a pussy? The vagina is one of the most powerful. You realize vaginas can start revolutions and end wars. You realize even on a physical level, the vagina is one of the strongest things that have ever existed. Virtually indestructible. Many men in this room, many men in this room have tales of how they once defeated the pussy. Let me tell you now, they have not. The owner of the pussy may have given you the impression that you defeated the pussy. But it is alive and well, my friends. Whenever people say that, I go, do you understand how impressive the vagina is? Do you understand how strong it is? There's a reason men have sought to oppress it for so long. The vagina is frighteningly powerful. You realize that human beings come out of a vagina. Human beings come out and still it continues to work as intended. Do you understand how impressive that is? Like, I don't know if I'm the only one, but do you understand? A human being comes out of the vagina and still it continues to operate, as it continues to work. After a human has just come out, you're saying it's weak? A human came out of the vagina. You just sit on a penis wrong and it breaks. You just... Don't be a penis, that should be the phrase. Don't be a pussy. I wish I was a pussy.
California, tiny little airport, and I was flying out and I was coming to New York, right? And so I'm in Burbank Airport and I go through security, and then for some reason I was beeping. I don't know why. I walk to the metal detector and I beep. Go out, beep. Go out, beep. Go out. And every time I have to take something off, I gotta beep. And the agent, he's just losing it. The whole time he's like, take that off, take it off. And I'm going like, beep, 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 beep. He's like, take that off, take it off. And I come back, he's like, take that off. And he's getting more and more angry. I'm basically naked right now, and he's losing it. Like I felt like an underperforming stripper. It was horrible. He's just like, And finally he's like, you know what, just get out here. So I walk to the side, he's like, go ahead and put your hands up. I put my arms up, and he whipped out a little personal metal detector. Yeah, it looks like a midget sword, right? But they call it the wand. That's what they call it, the wand. And so he whips that out, yeah, because that $100,000 machine, that's play. Shit just got real. And so he looks at me and says, go ahead and stick your hands up, sir, and just keep them right there. So I put my arms up, and he scans me. He's like, You got any metal objects on you? I'm like, well, then what was that for? If you were gonna ask me anyway, then what was this? The foreplay to my honesty? What is this? Why? And then, as if he can't do this right, he calls for backup. He goes, I'm gonna need you wait. Can we get Velasquez to gate 10, please? Velasquez to gate 10. And he calls for a man by the name Velasquez, who I'm assuming was the best wander that they had. Because he wasn't even on the floor. They called for him, and Velasquez emerged from the back offices of the TSA. And he walked out, and the energy changed. People bowed their heads as he walked past. Everyone gave him a little nod. You could see he was special, and he didn't look like it. He didn't look like much. You know, Velasquez was a little Mexican man, very long mustache, big chest, and he was very short, really, really short guy. But he didn't feel short. Like he looked short, but he didn't feel short. Do you know what I mean? Like he had this thing. You know those short people that are so confident, it looks like they just chose to grow low. He had that energy. And so Velasquez walks down towards where I'm standing with my agent. My guy tries to apologize, says, I don't know what's going on. I silenced him with one move of his hand. He's like, no, I go. And he stepped up, he looked me in the eye, and he's like, sir, you got to stand for side and not give for that, okay? Don't touch nothing on the moving, okay? None of that. And I didn't know what he was saying. But I knew what he meant. And so I stood there, I raised my arms, and as I did, he whipped out his wand, and he started using it all over me, and as soon as he did, I knew why he was who he was. It was the most magical thing I've ever come across in my life. The way he wielded that wand was unlike anything I've ever experienced. I felt like I was being blessed. I just stood there with my head down as he went all over me, just blessing me with his power. It was something special. It was like a force and energy. It's all, like on the outside, you still heard that beeping. It was like, ee, but in my head, I heard a lightsaber. That's what I heard. I heard like, it was like, because he was to me, a little Mexican Jedi. In fact, that's exactly what he was. It was my Mexican Jedi. Which, by the way, I feel would be a welcome addition to the Star Wars franchise. No, I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I was super excited when I found out they'd be making another one. I was losing my mind. I went back, watched all the movies, and I came to realize that there's no Mexican Jedis, not even one. There's no Mexican Jedis. Which is weird. Because when you look at it, technically speaking, Star Wars is a vision of America in a distant future. So, surely it would be safe to say, judging by the current trajectory of Mexican people in America, I'm sure it would be safe to say that by that time, in a galaxy far, far away, there would be at least one. Just one Mexican Jedi. It's not even like it would spoil the story. Who knows, it might open up a whole new avenue. Can you imagine how different that epic scene between Luke and Darth could have been? Them battling it out on the Death Star. The moments of realization. Luke. What do you want, you evil man? Luke. What do you want from me? No. Luke, man. Luke. It's your father, man.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can win cool prizes. And by prizes, I mean surprise. There's no prizes. It's a free YouTube video, you greedy. Just click the video, man. Why you want free things on free things?